Righto. Uh, just a little bit of a progress report, a little bit of an update on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, stuff like that. But I've got my roamers. Finally started putting some of my roamers in, so there's some in here. And these ones here as well. So these are roamers. This next bed I just topped it up a little bit more, and this other one, next one again, I topped it up a little bit more as well. Ouch! I just stood on my shipping hoe. I just want to quickly show you a little bit of the process of what I do and how I do my seedlings to really get them a good start and really get them ready to go in the ground. Basically, these are here are yellow beams, the next ones are roamers, and then the gap, there's actually another one sitting over in my tub that I'm soaking, just to water everything. I try and water everything in soaking them, especially when I do it this way, because you end up with a much nicer water and they soak up really well, and then you end up with you don't end up losing as many tomatoes. You don't end up losing as many seedlings, so not just tomatoes but seedlings altogether. And I do the same process for everything that I grow. I always soak it in water, usually with a bit of cow manure or something like that, a bit of liquid fertiliser in there, sea salt sometimes, power feed, whatever. But these here, these roamers, and then obviously the gap, they've been planted up for a little while, and as you can see, they're nice and strong. Basically the only thing I do is I take those lower leaves off. So you can see this one here, I haven't touched it yet, but these two lower leaves, I just pull them off, and that promotes them to grow a little bit taller and helps them when I plant them, because I do plant them pretty deep. I'll plant them up to, nearly that bottom set of leaves. Obviously they'll get a little bit taller before I do that, but this is the next lot here that I've got planted out. These are a Tommy Toe, and so are those. Those two are Tommy Toes. Now there's 20 seedlings here, and I've got another probably 20-25 to plant out. I've got some more pots. The next ones are yellow beams. It's all the same process. These ones are in a little bit bigger pots because I couldn't get the small pots like I had. I've since collected a few extra pots from places around, but yeah, these I'll just basically pick these whole trays up, bang them into my tub over here. And see there, once they've soaked up, they'll stop bubbling, they'll come out, I'll let it drain, and back over there again, back into that nice bit of sunlight in the morning. So these will get a little bit of shade from my fruit trees out the front throughout the day, and during the afternoon they'll get a little bit of shade from the trees on the western side of my yard, so they don't have full sun all the time. But this is pretty much the same conditions they'll be growing in, so that's the way I plant them out, and that's how I get them going and all the rest of it. Now that's pretty much them. And then as I move along here, these are the Nepalese. If you've been following along, you will have seen them in a couple of videos now. They started out probably about that tall. They're now well over a foot. Some of them are a little bit below that, around about that foot mark. I did lose one there. I've already said that in one of the videos. It's got some here as well. Now these are a variety that I haven't grown before, so I'm just seeing what happens and how well they produce. I'm treating the exactly the same as every other tomato I grow. Prune those lower leaves, get them a little bit taller, trellis them, and see what happens. All my roamers, these ones here, are all slowly getting a move on. I've still got 2 more roamers to go in there. Got a few volunteers, just random ones here and there. My cherry tomatoes here, these are a hybrid of a yellow beam and a Roma. So this is my own hybrid, and I've got my first one that's just starting to turn yellow. So now that first one started turning yellow, I'll start getting a fair few more. It'll translate along and get some tomatoes ripening up. The one behind is a yellow beam. It's an actual proper yellow beam, so I think they're called a fig as well, yellow fig, or something like that, pear or something, yellow pear or something like that. I don't know exactly what the other names for them are. People, they keep changing the names. This one here is pretty much, there's a fair few tomatoes on this already. It's all trellised up, it's all tied up. All my other ones doing really well. There's heaps of tomatoes in amongst here, like heaps. There's probably already a couple of kilos just on these lower branches here, between these ones here and the ones that are along here. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update on my tomatoes.